Senator Gallagher.
Thanks, Mr President. My question is to the Minister for Broadband, Communications and the Digital Economy, Senator Conroy. Can the Minister advise the Senate why the government is building the national broadband network to deliver at least 100 megabits per second on the fibre-to-the-home network, and is the Minister aware of any alternative proposals?
Order. The Minister for Broadband, Communications and the Digital Economy, Senator Conroy.
Mr President, and could I thank the Senator for his question. Mr President, the Gillard government is committed to building the NBN to meet Australia's current and future broadband needs. Those opposite, Mr President, have no similar commitment. And the member for Wentworth continually denies there is a need for speeds above 25 megabits a second, continually in denial. But let me give you just one description of a typical family by an executive of a European technology company that disagrees with Mr Turnbull. He said between 8 and 10 p.m. the mother is watching a 3D movie, which uses about 30 megs. The father is doing two things at once, uploading his weekly work at 5 megs upstream and watching the World Cup on HD, which consumes about 15 megs. The daughter is streaming her university courses at about 10 megs, while the other two kids are playing a streaming game that uses 5 megs and uploading a video of the last football match to Facebook, again at 5 megs upstream. Combining these total downloads of 60 megs and 10 megs upload, that still leaves 40 megabits for other new usages. So who is this technology executive, Mr President, I hear you ask? It is, of course, Jean-Claude Bourgeois, the Director of Fixed Access Networks and Services at French Telecom. Mr Bourgeois is explaining why the bandwidth of fibre to the home, Mr President, is essential. There are so many uses for broadband. Households just will not do only one thing at a time, as Mr Turnbull is trying to tell them they can only do. And he went on to say, whilst I haven't yet
Time's
seen...
expired, Senator Conroy. Senator Gallagher.
Thanks, Mr President. My first supplementary. Can the Minister provide other examples of telecommunications executives explaining the benefit of fibre to the home over other technologies, including hybrid fibre coax?
The Minister.
Mr President, I told the Senate yesterday of the plans of Telefonica to provide fibre to the home to 1.3 million premises in Madrid. And in making the announcement, this is what the Telefonica executives had to say. Compared to other solutions, including hybrid fibre coaxial cable, HFC, optical fibre deployment to the home offers the best performance, not just download speeds, but upload to the network, facilitating more flexible management of all services, applications and content that is the cloud. Mr President, Telefonica, just like Telecom France, know that fibre to the home provides the best solution to our future broadband needs. And Mr President, those opposite should stop listening to Mr Turnbull, but start listening to the companies he invests in.
Senator Gallagher.
Thanks, Mr President. My second supplementary is, can fibre to the node provide a cost-effective pathway to fibre to the home?
The Minister.
Mr President, the member for Wentworth, despite his own personal investment habits, continues to insist that Australia doesn't need fibre to the home. He claims we can make do with fibre to the node for the rest and extend the home sometime in the future. Well, last September, Xavier Pichon, the Chief Financial Officer of France Telecom, told an investment conference that FTTC CAPEX are not reusable as part of an FTTP deployment. Mr Turnbull's plan will waste capital expenditure by delaying the inevitable. Mr President, the member for Wentworth has called for an end to spin, exaggeration and misstatements in political discourse. He should start by telling the
Time
truth
has
about his...
expired. Time's